Greetings, chains. Is this on? Yeah. Time for Luminous. Nice breathing. I can't let go of the notes half the times. Really? Yes, really. How you guys doing today? Me? I'm actually okay. I'm okay. How the energy's been. How you guys been? As I'm seeing like the sun just trying to hold on, it seems exactly like that. Hold on to your love. Hold on to your love. And I feel like I don't even need to be telling you that, because if you are vibrating on my frequency, you already be doing that, okay? And you'd be keeping away all of the emony. Anyway, emony. So I'd ask, why does she always call it emony? Because I feel like you are giving it more attention when you say their name or you mention it. I mean, like, so every time you're talking about somebody that you feel like you don't like, well, because you're such a powerful manifester, right? And there's power in your words, you are literally pulling that energy in when you actually don't want to. So be wary of your thoughts, be wary of, what you're saying. And hey, be wary of what others are saying too. You know what I'm saying? So how are you guys doing? I've literally been divining. Okay. So I give faith that you guys are replenishing, rejuvenating. How the energies are doing. Well, for one thing, we are going through a lot of Mars energy, and I'm seeing my Moonology tarot card. It's not mine, but I mean, I own that one, but I didn't make it, right? Obviously. But basically, I'm seeing the one when it says that anger softening. Ooh, you might be getting money coming into, but I'm seeing anger softening to love. So that being said, you are the quiet in the storm. So every time people are having storm, like all of these, I'm hearing wilderness of love. So like even like calming people down, like you, it's like a nuisance to you. I'm hearing like it's a nuisance to you, all the energies that are attracted to you. So you are holding a vibe and feeling alive right now, you being the vibe. Like you're bringing everything back to you. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is, I'm Christine. But I mean, your name is what your name is, okay? And you believe in it, okay? Because you stay up, you don't stay grim. Like, and that is exactly it. So I'm hearing children are the future. So you may be working on a project. I'm hearing you may be a social worker, or you may be working, or I'm hearing social networking, social platforms. I know for me, I've been a little bit alienating. I'm telling you, I wonder what people would think if they like found my stuff. They'd be like, yo, can't find Prestige. Can't find I'm Pristine. Where's Narita? You know what I mean? And then after they're like, she's over there healing on her show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is where I go. This is my goal. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I look around, I could definitely see the darkness. And if you are on my vibe, which you are, right? You are feeling it too. And honestly, don't let that go over your head. Okay. You are getting more tapped in. The messages are more clear and concise and precise. I feel like for me, I felt like I was literally nitpicking, like picking, not that I was looking for a problem to occur wherever the case is, but I felt like I already knew it before it would happen. And you might want to be wary of that as well, because you don't want to draw in the wrong magnitude of energies, right? Okay. Been talking so much, I've been 4 minutes in this selling that mess, but yeah, that being said, I'm hearing coping mechanisms. So you go with whatever coping mechanisms that work for you. Okay. If you are drinking too much, like I know there's a lot of readers, or I know one I used to watch once upon a time, and she used to drink or whatever. But what I find for me when I'm fucking doing my divination cards or whatnot, the message truly flows because there's like no blockage. But I mean, it's basically the same way when I perform too. Like if I don't drink and I don't like to even smoke, like, or be under the influence because work is for work, time is for time, and play is for play. All right. So if I came here to model, if I came here to sing, if I came here to do something, then I'm going to bring what my spirit brings. You know what I'm saying? This could wait. Like, this is like a privilege I'm hearing, right? So that being said, when you guys be seeing me with my slip or whatever, I already fucking conquered a lot of shit. Okay. Like, I am very challenge. I challenge myself a lot. I don't allow to be challenged by everyone else. I could give a fuck less what everybody else is doing. And I don't mean like I'm not selfish. Okay. There's a difference between being selfless than being selfish. Okay. And I do things for self-love and things that'll flourish and things that are of my energy. You know what I mean? Not the things that aren't replenishing or nourishing me. So you may love somebody and if he ain't gonna love you the way you should, then let it go. If he ain't gonna treat you the way you should, then let it go. Exactly. And that's how I feel about relationships, about friends or anybody. And it's not even a matter of cash me outside. How about that? All the bad babies in this bitch. But that message has been coming through a lot. Catch me outside. How about that? Exactly. They be trying to catch you outside. How about that? And they be trying to catch you slipping, but they didn't even realize that you don't slip. Don't slip, don't trip, don't bust that lip. You won't do that because you go within. You go within. So with the Most High, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I'll be sitting like on my porch or wherever the case is, confirmation with my alarm going off in there, that I'll be just sitting there and I'm like, yo, I want to go outside. I want to go out and get a coffee. You know what I mean? And then it starts getting darker and darker. And I'm not afraid of the dark. Actually, I love the darkness, right? So I was just saying, like, you have to know how to balance with both. Like, you can't be all dark and you can't be all light. There has to be both to allow your real spirit to be bright. Did you? No one is even in here. Actually, that's what it always shows. There are actually people in there. I'll see the views after. Wait, mommy's busy. What would you like? I'm on my live. The oven's fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you. Just press stop. I like to press timers for everything because I like to be clear and concise. Thank you for my music. Singing. Actually, don't even be swayed by all of the numbers that are there because just now it said 21. It'll say 18. And then when I come off, it'll be like, oh, 100, 150. So basically, they're trying to mask you away from your true revenue. But where they do that at? Where they do that at? How can they mask you from the divine you? Okay, you know your power. Okay, and the enemy does not break into empty homes. Okay, no, he be trying to steal crowns and try to sit on our throne. So where they do that at? You know what I mean? So even though you're saying 5 or whatever, it's actually 500. All right. Even though you're seeing 1 or 0, then all of a sudden just flash. Like one time I was on my Snapchat because I'm hearing you are heavy under the radar, right? There's a lot of beings that like to watch you and like to feel like they got you. Like, ooh, boy, I love you so. Never, never, never gonna let you go. Once I get my hands on you. Oh, ooh, boy, I love you so. Never, never, never gonna let you go. And I hope you feel the same way too. Ooh. Sorry, I just random channels either way, but that's how you feel like. You feel like even though there was somebody that you really admired, what was transpiring within you was, okay, I love this person, but how much am I going to compromise to be able to stay here? You know what I mean? Because your spiritual journey is about transformation. It's about alchemization. It's about elevating, right? It's about evolving. You feel like I am a singer. Actually, you could check out my music, Prestige Ignites. I have a show coming up in Cambridge. I'm out here in Ontario. But I be singing. I was on CBC News. I'm on Reggae Exclusive Magazine. I'm Miss Jamaica for Miss Heritage Canada. I may be entering another pageantry or whatnot. But singing has definitely been written in my destiny and my birthright. It's been from I've been like a child or whatever the case is. At the age of 12, 10, 12, I think I was like in what grade was I? 6? I'm not sure, but either way, I sang on a big stage and we made it 3rd place. It was our song that we made, and it was called "I Need You." And Tracy Bingham for ET Canada was the judge. That means I've had many beings that I've spoke with, sang with, or whatnot, and for the most part, music warms the heart and tells a message of that part. You know what I mean? So it's like about getting that message out. It's about, thank you. It's about getting the real message and the right message to the right loving ears. You know what I mean? You're the only one that talks to me because every live I go and they don't say hi or don't talk to me, they talk. Really? Well, come on here and I'll love on you all the time. Don't worry about that. I hate that. But I was always like that from I was like a kid. It's like the person that everybody chooses not to speak to is the one that I'm drawn to. Okay, because I'm about teaching others, not even teaching, guiding you that, bro, you are the gem, boo. You are the gem too. Like if you are looking up to somebody or whatever the case is, just know that you incorporate that within yourself too. You know? One sec. I keep lighting this and unlighting it. You make the environment better. Yeah, I was just looking down here. I'm like, oh, who's talking? Andrew Garnett. How are you doing, honey? Other people, but not me. Well, I'm talking to you, Andrew. How was your day? How was your weekend? What time is it out there? Where are you commenting from? I like to pay attention to everybody. I speak for the voices that are unheard. All right. And that's because everybody's hearing everybody else. Bird, 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 bird is their word. You know what I'm saying? But I truly speak for the wounded healers. I truly speak to unveil. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like a lot of people are out here and they're just talking shit. And I'm really not having none of it. How are you guys doing today, man? I've been a bit like very scapegoat. I've been a bit, I'm hearing transparent. I guess like basically people aren't going based off of even what you say. You're 9 years old and you're 9 years old. You should not be on this. You're 9 years old. Well, you should not be on your dad's account. And I'm offline. I'm gonna smoke offline. 9. How come I'm drawing a lot of children in here? And that goes along with my message that children are the future. I'm going to open many different platforms, and one's guided and geared to different age groups, so one could be for females, one could be for males, one could be for teeny boppers, one could be for, preteens, one could, but I just mean because children are the truth. Okay. So the other day I went to my daughter's regional. I went to my daughter's regional. And I noticed a lot of the parents hemming and hawing. I noticed a lot of the parents not really recognizing the divine reward they had in front of them, like just wondering, I need to go home and, drink a coffee, or I need to do this, but they weren't really paying attention. One person said, oh, boom, is that your daughter? Oh, I didn't get to see her as yet. Okay, but is that your daughter? She's really good at long jump. I didn't even know. Oh, she didn't even want to do it. Bro, she's the best one on here. What? Really? Yeah, watch. Pay attention. Right? I like to say, just stop and smell the flowers. Okay, so I stop and strive to smell the flowers. Speaking of smelling the flowers, let's get some flowers. I got some flowers. Some Kalano. Wait, why do you want to know if I'm single or not? I don't even know who I'm speaking to. I'm not into no mingling stuff. To be honest with you, I'm just figuring it out. I just departed from a loved one and I don't even feel like I feel like we're just working on ourselves and working. Oh, I heard him right now. Working his way back to me. Yeah. So can I tell you something? Sorry to interrupt. Yep. What would you like to tell me? Number one. Gosh, you shouldn't be on here. You're 9 years old. I can't even be on my timeout comfortably. I like have to get off the screen and talk while I'm doing my thing because I respect, the children are the future. You can interrupt or remember when you remember your question, I will go ahead and I will speak to you about it. Okay, baby? 1515. All right, feeling that vibe. But children are the future, right? So as I was saying, like I'm gonna go along. Makes sense. How can I show you who I am? I don't know, but like for right now, I'm showing me who I am, and by me working on me has been expressing to others who I be. You know what I mean? I haven't really been entertaining anyone but God, anyone but God, figuring out my own stuff. Cause like, bro, there's so many things that beings go through. They don't even know. Like I've been disappeared and missing in action online. Like usually I'll be posting, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of my pictures that I do need to upload and be like, hey, went to this fashion show, the Grand Festival for the Tamil Committee in Waterloo, Rate. But I haven't even been online. Like something has literally been cloaking me and coating me in the divine's blood, bro. Just keeping me and nourishing me. And I'm like, bro, I can only pay attention to what I can pay attention to. So we've been shopping. I bought a new pair of shoes. They're really cute. Like, oh, what color were they? What color are your shoes, baby? 1 second. I'm listening. What color were your shoes, Andrew? The oven is beeping just because it was just letting y'all know that it was being preheated. Ooh, white. I can't even trust myself in white. More times. Mom? Yeah. Where's mommy? Tell Nadir to press stop. Nadir, press stop. Okay, well, press cancel. Anything to stop. 1 second. Mm. Yep. Everybody timeouts. Either way, what was I saying? You're loud, so be loud. Like the way you speak speaks levels. The way you act speaks even more levels. And new levels bring new devils. So definitely be aware of the beings you're entertaining and beings that are trying to entertain you as well. You know what I mean? Like I just like to go along with what my intuition tells me. Discernment is a big thing. Your ancestors, the Most High can't come down and be like, hey, stop speaking to that person. Hey, you're doing the wrong thing. Hey, cut that toxic waste. Hey, um, get rid of what no longer serves you. So, they come hearing verbs. Somebody may be in the beginning of their journey and you're just hearing verbs or like words. Like that's how it started off with me. Like I was just hearing shouting of words. And I'm like, every time I wrote it down, it was exactly what I was thinking. Like I wrote it down, and then when I looked up the definition, I was like I was getting like major big words, and I was like, "What is that?" And then, but snitches get stitches. They were literally snitching. Azaya, go and play. Yaya's outside, sweetheart. Okay, I'll speak to you after. I will speak to you after, baby. Okay, Yaya's outside. Thank you. I love you for that. Yeah. Every time I get interrupted, I kind of have a tendency of forgetting where I was. But I always remember like remnants of what I was saying. That's why I hate interruptions more times. So, yeah, just turn off the pot. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking about her dry snitch or like energy lie. Like women lie, men lie, but the energy don't lie. If you walk into a room and it feels very heavy, heavy on your heart or whatnot, I have a bestie in her name is Scarlett. She hugs me every time I get in the classroom. Give her back a hug. Or just show her how much you appreciate her hugs. Say, I really appreciate that because you don't know if I'm having a good or bad day. And every time you hug me, it makes all the clouds go away. You know? A lot of times repaying beings goes a lot farther from the heart. Sugar honey iced tea. I did not do, I still need to do that. I just don't like being bullied or feeling pressured into doing things. Like if I have to do something, I like to take my time because if I rush into things, then you already know. Where am I from? My mom's Jamaican and Paki. My dad's English and Jamaican, but I'm in Ontario. Yeah. So I just thought that I would come on here and give you guys some love. You know what I mean? I've just been working on my healing. There's been a lot of spiritual warfare going around, and you may find like you might be getting nauseated sometimes. You may be feeling faintish. You could be getting muscle agonies at times. You're wondering why. And it's because you have a divine mission. You have a divine mission, and the condition love. Love is the condition, right? And a lot of people who don't live to fruition and they don't know how to move forward to heal want to hold on to your energy and so that you can't see what's real. But you're the real deal. I heard you're the authenticator of truth. Mm, bars, spirit fam. You're gonna say it's no offense to the Sky J Minor, but I don't remember because I'm not too. Neither of you guys are weird. Honestly, I always say I like to embrace my inner weirdness. Everybody's always so quick to argue with others, but honestly, there's so much turmoil and preposterous things. Like there's a lot of bad things that are going on in our world, in our society, in our closest environment today that it only makes sense to pay attention to the best things. Okay. Like don't call people out or like, who cares? You're so cute. They're sorry. And just to let you know, Jay Minor, Andrew Garnett is on their dad's account and is a child. Hence the reason why I've been doing timeout off when I come off like this. Right? They're just a child. Just a child. Beautiful baby child. Right? Yeah, I've had a little bit of break. A couple children went to my sister's, a couple stayed home, but yesterday was crazy, guys. For the first time in my life, I'm a mom of six, also a grandmother of one. And for the first time in my life, I was home alone for the very first time in my life. And what did I do? For one thing, I lollygagged at home. I took my time. I did my hair, I did my makeup, I did my divinity hour, which is my shower, my glower power. And then I went to Timmy's and it was crazy. It was like nobody and no thing could get in my way. Move out my way. Me, I'm not somebody. Hey, either way. So like that being said, there was a lot of beings that I talked to usually, but I just kept thinking, wow, I can't stop to speak to everybody and block my shine. Today's my time to shine. I'm gonna go by the water. I'm gonna go and have a meditation there. I'm gonna go and sing. I'm gonna actually post it right here because I was singing. It's too late to apologize. Yeah, One Republic, produced by Timbaland or something. Yeah. Oh, don't lift. Ugh, my crown. That's good. It's good to be happy. Be happy. Be happy every day because I mean, there's so many people who are so miserable. And like they say, misery does love company. 30 years of age. This thing is pretty tough. You're good, bro. So cute. See, that was a nice way to resolve things. You know what I mean? Like, it's about resolving things. Like, even when I model and I go on the runway and stuff like that, more times I'm feeling like, when I'm nervous, there is always another model that could use that positive energy because their nerves are going to. So then I'll direct it towards, oh, don't worry about it, girl. You got it. You look gorgeous. Even like The last two shows that I did 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks in a row, 2 weeks ago. That's why I've been like kind of ghost for 2 weeks because like I've been going through a lot and I haven't been paying attention to it. And I've just been going and going and going and going. So before I could continue going and just fall face first, I took a moment to pull away from everything. To pull away from everything. Like, bro, at the end of the day, the party don't start till you walk in. So don't even eat glitter. Don't do that. That's not good. Don't eat no glitter. I put glitter in my candles. I also make soy coconut wax candles from scratch. They're spiritual. I put all my affirmations and my positive energy into it by speaking love in and through it. I make jewelry as well. This is my labradorite. Making more right now. Just started from the bottom. Now we're here. But literally starting from the bottom and continuing to be like, did I get farther enough? Well, yeah. Have faith in where you are. Like, you may not be where you want to be. However, you are where you're supposed to be. Okay. You're where you need to be. So just pay attention to that and look around for the synchronicities, like numbers, beings that come up to you and speak to you about certain things, because you're a spirit guide in the flesh, right? And the soul never, and the spirit never perishes, right? So this life, you came in looking the way you are and how you are. A lot of beings are drawn to you. They gravitate to you. They want to speak to you. They want to be around you, right? I've heard, but beware, because a lot of them will become obsessed with your energy and want to harbor that for themselves when it isn't even theirs. Like, they forgot, like, why can't they just go based off of the lessons and everything and just, to each its own? No, they have to get your throne, have to get your crown. Like, I'm going to talk about something. Talk about something. So yeah, my so I have 5 daughters, and the last one is a son. My son of God, right? And his his pops, or whoever, his dad, is an interesting character. Very interesting character. However, he disappeared for a lot of years after a very tumultuous spiritual warfare that me and my family were undergoing, that I felt was directed from him and his energies, his entities that he was attached to, right? And then Buddy, this might be resonant with you. Buddy came back. The cat came back the very next day. Um, um, and basically was very demanding. Like, when he talks to me, it's not, hey, get my son to call me. It's like, get my son to call me and now. And I'm like, the fuck? Sometimes you got to let people know. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Don't with me no more. My name is I'm sorry, I was a sorry person. I'm not pleased anymore. My name is I'm upgrading and elevating. I've graduated, and I'm not going to be regulating any energies and whatever they're formulating. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I'm like, it's crazy the way these people will do you so dirty. Like, the man tries to sacrifice me in so many ways, including like sending people to my house. Yeah, like crazy shit. And then fucking 2 years later, you think all of a sudden that I forgot. You thought the illusion spell was working. The mirrors and the magic. Nigga, no. You know what? I am magic. And people's ego and narcissistic ways are simply tragic. So I've just been guided to just disconnect from everyone, like disconnect from people. Like, I've just been disconnecting from everybody. I've just been like, you don't know what I go through. I know what you go through, or whatever the case is, but I go through what I do, and people wouldn't even be able to handle half the shit that I do. It ain't just, I can't just be left alone as being a mom a grandma, you know, a singer, a model, like I can't. And you know why they don't leave you alone? Because you got a lot on your throne. It has nothing to even do with you. People come in and they reincarnate as different beings just to attack you, just to be attached to you. Some people could even be your twin flame from another, like a past life. However, they killed you in a past life, or you killed them in a past life, or you know, they didn't learn their lesson and they came back in this life, and they're supposed to, you being the the more evolved one, because you're working on your healing type of thing. So I'm just gonna say more evolved. One basically triggers this being into being the person they really need to be, and instead of, a lot of times, more than so, like my thing would be like they kind of get triggered, they kind of get mean, they kind of like they don't know how to handle the truth, they don't know how to, like, instead of being like, okay, she's not trying to be my rival, she's actually trying to help me, or he, like he or she, whatever, take it or leave it. They don't even recognize that you were their karma. You were their chance to change. You were their proof, you know, of authentication, authenticator of truth. You were supposed to be the catapult that would catapult them like farther into their destiny, you know, because you teach, you guide, I mean, you know, you express things, you even recognize that there's things that they didn't even know that they had inside. You present like the true being you are, and they heal. Like my issue has been in the past anyways. Whoops. In the past anyways. That's hilarious. In the past anyways, instead of congratulating, they hate and try to regulate. How are you going to regulate the regulator? I am the regulation. I've already been regulated. Someone comes to me sideways, if they're even smiling, I could see behind that smile. Tell them you could see behind that smile. You could see all that wild. You could see it. You can't help what you see, but you can't unsee what you saw. Seesaw. Mhm. That's just so astonishing to me. And you got to, I'm here to take your power back. That's what I've been doing. I've been taking my power back. I don't need to tolerate. You don't need to be tolerable to me, right? You don't need to be so tolerable to me. I'm teaching you something. I'm teaching everybody something. That people will come into your life and they may present this face, but it's only a mask. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, read between the lies. Lies. Confirmation. Hi, Bert. How you doing, sweetie? Okay. Cheerio. Yeah, so people will come into your life and you're wondering why that person hurt me so bad. Why are they hurting? Why won't they leave me alone? Leave me alone. I keep hearing that song. Yo, yo, you're breathing right. Um, but honestly, a lot of them have an ulterior motive. That is why they have an ulterior motive. Like they've been demoted like by the Most High and their spirit guides because they're not ranking up, and they feel like by enabling, like attaching themselves to you by lowering your vibration by I'm hearing energy transference. Ever heard of destiny swap? You know, yeah, like by doing these things, they can get ahead. What? Sweetheart, don't be misled. Don't be misled. There's no interactions that are going to make spiritual transactions. No. The deepest and grandest satisfaction is self love, is learning about you Is learning about others enough? Okay, because you know that once you love yourself in such a way, in a heightened frequency, your frequency, your frequency. Check out my song, Frequency, Prestige Ignites, because you're living proof. Okay, and nobody can stop you now. They can't take your crown. Okay, I'm saying my words right now. The change is consistency, to be in tune and in love with thee. They will come for your energy, but they can't test because they don't match your frequency. And I don't know why they choose to explode. Please refer to their astral true node, observe and absorb, and be sure to let it go. The Almighty will let all those heathens know. I'm living proof. Check it out. Frequency. Yeah, but this new comeback that I'm coming back with my music is, whoo, it's going to be, whoo, like, ooh, I got so many songs. Like, I got like 7 songs out, probably 11 songs out. And then I have like 7 videos out. So you could even go and add my Prestige Ignites YouTube. I'm going to flower that more, nurture it a little bit more now that I'm at balance with the other social networking, social platforms. Sure. I'm hearing. Yeah, but basically, people are going to be who they are. You just continue to glow and be your star. Sorry, what was your question? To serve others, how can I help someone? Yes, but make sure you serve yourself first. Okay? Serve yourself first and then serve everyone else. Like, do something that makes you happy, that is positive. Confirmation. Because then that way, let's say you do something for someone and they don't actually reciprocate, they don't give back. It won't matter to you because you already gave back to yourself. You already, the most powerful oneness and love is wholeness within self. The love of self is a love of all else. Okay? Like, I love everything and everyone. However, I'd rather be alone. I'm hearing it again. Leave me alone. Hmm. Only if you're about that dumb shh. You know what I'm saying? If you're about that dumbish, then you can get in business. Mm-hmm. Take a biz ounce. Because all I need is an ounce of love. And I already got that. I got enough. I'm trying to figure out, who are you? 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 Mm-hmm. I don't know who I am, boo. Damn. Yeah, life is good. Life is great. But just pay attention to the energies, guys. Because who cares if people will present to you exactly who they want to. Not only that, they will present to you the person that they know you want to see. Keep that in mind, baby. Keep that in mind. Be a bee. Okay? Just because they're being nice, you know what I mean? Like, sugar and spice and everything nice. But I would think about that thrice. Anything that people offer to me, I take that with a grain of salt. Because there's not much more for me to go and learn about. Like, I just discern about. Ask God, hey, did you send this person? Hey, why is this person here? You know? Yeah, but I'm going to come off of here and I'm going to come back on later. But I just got a few things to wrap up. But we'll be back, okay? Love you guys. Love yourself. You can love everyone else. I love that motto. What can you do to help someone? It is beautiful. And like, to being of service to others is beautiful. Just be sure to be of service to self first, okay? you're going to pay for something for someone else, make sure you pay for something, even if it's minuscule. It could be a coffee, a tea. Oh, I don't drink coffee or tea. Then drink water, Gatorade, whatever the fudge, whatever makes you happy, whatever takes you to that, like do that. Like even when I was expecting and I'm like, okay, I can't drink or I can't smoke or I can't, you know what I mean? I would just go and take myself to a restaurant and, spoil myself. Like, Valentine's Day, babes time, babes, anyways. But he was not around. He was at work all day. He didn't come until like midnight or something like that. I don't remember. But I wasn't, I was prettying up myself and I was paying attention to the day before that I did another fashion show or something. Like and that's what it's all about. It's about clinging to the positive things, clinging to all of the good things, the righteous things in life, not paying attention to the things that, hurt our spirit, hurt our heart, paying attention to what you can do in your part, everywhere I go, I'm like, okay, I'm of service. I'm of service. I'm here. However, I'm not going to let nobody put me out of service. Like, I'm not going to let them put me out of service. No. Not none of that nervous. Yeah. I'm going to get into my poetic side even more. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm working on, as you may be too, right? And continue just doing it. Just, take your time, be kind to yourself, okay? Be kind to your mind, and please rewind. So be kind, say loving and kind things. Not, oh, I'm not gonna get there. No, 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 no. Even when I'm going to an event, how many events I have to go to, and I'm driving 2 hours away, getting driven 2 hours away. Um, I don't sit there and I don't worry. I don't hurry up, get in the car. What are you doing? No, because that would make the friction would now be directed towards that energy that I'm so nervous about, and then more things to keep me in that energy, because that's what I guided to the universe. I'm saying, hey, I'm not going to get there. Hey, look at a stupid car that just cut us off. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, what's going on with this car? Like all of these are words, and words can hurt. Women lie, men lie, but the energy don't lie. I'm gonna leave it at that. I love you guys, and take good care of yourself, as I will continue to do, and all else.